Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Atrium Customer Success Office Hours. I'm super excited to have you here. I'm Deanna Brown, and I'm a Customer Success Associate here at Atrium. Today, we're going to be discussing using Atrium for rep kudos and gamification. As a manager, you can monitor SDR and AE daily, weekly, and monthly activities to promote healthy intra-team competition and encourage your reps to succeed. Before I dive into the content, I want to take a quick moment to shout out to Modern Sales Pros. Modern Sales Pros is Atrium's community, and it's a network of 25,000 sales leadership, sales management, and sales operations professionals that you can learn from. The venue isn't dissimilar to this. It's high value and super educational. So we'd love to have you join to continue leveraging up your data-driven sales management skills. If you're not a member, you can sign up via the link in the description. The threads, webinars, and people are second to none and include some of the best sales leaders in the world. And who doesn't need to grow their network? When you sign up, select Deanna Brown as your point of contact. Yes, we are always running spiffs for who can get the most members added, so help me out. Again, the link to the sign up is in the description, so go check out MSP. Next, thank you so much for being an Atrium customer. So many amazing high-performing teams are using Atrium, and we are so thankful for all of you. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes setting context, and I'll share the basics of how and why you should be using Kudos and gamification to lead your sales teams. Then we'll spend a bit of time going through Atrium, where I can show you some examples of dashboards and views that you can help build into the product and how and when you should be utilizing. So let's go ahead and dive in. So setting some context here, why are we talking about this? Why is this important? A lot of times people who end up excelling in sales roles are naturally competitive and they love being on the top of the leaderboard. But those high performers on your team are not just closing deals. They're leaving an entire blueprint of success in their upstream activity and pipeline metrics. As a manager, you can harness that success and competitive spirit by showing the ramping reps and the middle of the pack performers exactly how those leaders are doing it while congratulating efforts and improvements in activity and efficiency, not just quota along the way. You can think of it You can think of the important metrics in two different buckets. So the basics over here is what you can start out with if you're a new sales manager and you're just getting started with data. The advanced metrics over here is what you'll want to incorporate into your management once you're feeling more comfortable within the tool and leading your reps. So how do you actually use the data in your daily, weekly, and monthly operating rhythms? We're going to look at some example views in Atrium that you can create for your SDR teams. So first, we're going to start off with the SDRs. Then we'll take a look at AEs. But first, we have the SDR leaderboard, daily hustle leaderboard. This is a view focused on key activity metrics, and it's designed to track your team's progress throughout the week. You will want to broadcast this to your reps daily so they can see how they're measuring up against their peers. These are great to pull into daily stand-ups and give shout outs to those who crushed it the day before, get tips from them on how they did it, and create game plans for the day ahead. And then we have the SDR last week hustle recap. So last week's hustle recap is just that. It's the exact same metrics that we were just looking at on the daily hustle leaderboard. It's just a recap of the week's results, the week prior's results. You want to send this out on Monday mornings to encourage low and middle of the pack performers to up their game. And this is a great one to bring into your weekly team meetings as well, so that you can pulse check with your teammates or your reps on how they measured up and what their game plan is for the week moving forward. Lastly, we have the SDR last month hustle recap. And this is, you guessed it, just that. It's the last month's recap of the exact same metrics on the daily and weekly hustle boards, with last month as the selected time frame. Maybe your rep had a bad week, so they came out swinging in the last week of the month to try and reach the top. The intent is to capture their collective efforts throughout the month and see how they are measuring up. Are their activities in line with the leaders, but they aren't creating as many opportunities or pipeline? This encourages the rep to ask questions about what is and isn't working for them, and hopefully makes them more receptive to coaching. And then lastly, here we have the leaderboard alerts. So the alert feeds are going to give you an opportunity to lift up your reps who are crushing it, and also show the rest of the team what they're doing to be successful. You'll want to keep the same metrics that you have on those hustle boards to keep the message very focused. This is great to send out midweek to the team and managers to help boost that morale and get the reps excited. So we can also do the exact same thing here with the account executives. So it's all of the exact same frameworks and ideas that we just went through for SDRs. It's just going to be a different set of metrics here. So what you'll want to focus on in these views are meetings, emails, accounts touched, contacts touched, op stage reached by owner, and bookings. Really, those are the biggest differences between this. Everything else remains the same as far as, these boards are all going to look exactly the same. So from your daily, your weekly, your monthly, all of the metrics are going to look the same. They're just going to be sent out at different times. So you'll send out the daily one daily, and you'll want to talk about that in your daily stand-ups. You'll send out the weekly ones on Mondays and possibly bring into your weekly team meeting so that you can pulse check on where your reps landed the week before. And then again, monthly, you'll send it out on the first day of the month to see how they measured up last month against their peers. Whoops. Erroneous little click there. And then you'll do the exact same thing for the alert feeds as well. So you'll keep the exact same metrics that you have on those AE dashboards and broadcast this out on Wednesday mornings just to help boost that morale, keep the team excited with the activity that they have going for the week, or motivate them to push a little harder to close out the week strong. So if you're ready to utilize Atrium for Kudos and gamification, but still aren't quite sure on where to start, please don't hesitate to reach out to your CSM. Next, we'll be posting on August 4th with a session on second level management on how to manage multiple teams within Atrium. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.